welcome to my review debut. Today I will be reviewing American Sniper. Yes, I know it's been out for a while, but I'm new to doing this, so sue me. Good? Okay, cut. American Sniper was produced and directed by the great and powerful Clint Eastwood. It stars Bradley Cooper as the legend Chris Kyle and Sienna Miller as Taya Kyle. I think I'm saying that right. There's a lot of controversy surrounding this film, but I'm not going to talk about any of that. We're just going to talk about the film. I might be a little bit biased when it comes to this movie here because I am from Texas. I did grow up rodeoing and I am a military member. Good? American Sniper is the movie based on the life of legendary Chris Kyle, who was a sniper with the Navy SEALs and had 160 confirmed kills. This movie delves into the life of Chris Kyle as he's overseas for a span of 3 or 4 tours and as he's home with his family and kids. It shows us how these men go overseas and see all this horrible stuff that is involved with war, and then they come back home to their families and their mind is still just over there with all their friends that they've lost. This movie kept me entertained the duration of the entire movie. There was no really slow points. My sister beside me was like really tensed up because there's a few times where you're just like, oh my gosh, you know, what's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, is that really gonna happen? There's one part of this movie I'm going to call BS on. If you know for a fact that this is possible, you know, you can just let me know that I'm wrong. But as far as I know, because as my husband is actually deployed right now, it's really hard to talk to him, even in now day and age. We talk maybe once a day, and in the movie he's up on top of a roof with his rifle and just on like a Bluetooth with his wife. So I don't know if that was written in the book. I don't know if this actually happened. You know, if you know that it can happen, let me know that I'm wrong, but I might have to call BS on that. There was a few CGI effects where I looked over at my sister and I was like, really, Clint Eastwood? We couldn't have, you know, got a real air view? Because we're up in the sky and you see these cars driving through the sand, and I could tell it was, you know, computer cars. And if I can tell, it's pretty bad because usually I'm so engrossed that I don't even notice CGI effects. Other than that, this movie was fantastic. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. It keeps you involved. It could have dove a little bit more into PTSD and what it does to a person. I have friends that have husbands that have PTSD, and I know it's, you know, it's very hard on families and people, and I really wish that they would have dove more into that and showed us more of what, you know, him and his wife went through with that. So I've watched interviews with Taya Kyle, who is the wife of Chris Kyle, and she said that, you know, Clint Eastwood and Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller went to great lengths to make sure that they embodied these characters. She said whenever she was watching this movie, she felt like she wasn't even watching Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller, that it looked like, you know, her and her husband's story, that they, you know, took their time and they really embodied these characters, which I thought was fantastic. There's one thing I need to ask Clint Eastwood. Why? Why, Clint? Why couldn't we have used a real baby? Is Bradley Cooper scared of him? Can he not hold one? Do you not trust him with the baby? Is there problems there? Did The Hangover teach us that he just doesn't like babies in general? Like, why? Why couldn't we have used a real baby? That was ridiculous. That probably would have been a very intense moment where I would have felt like, you know, the sadness of the wife, you know, wanting her husband to be home and wanting him back. But I couldn't help but just go, what the hell? Why aren't we using a real baby? Why? Ugh. So overall, I thought the film was great. I mean, it kept me invested. It had me at moments where I wanted to tear up. There's times where I wanted to, or there was times I was clenching my fist, you know, in stress. Okay, so my rating system is my bottles. I make these bottles, I put lights in them. I've been lazy the last couple days and I didn't feel like putting the lids on, or the bottle caps.
The corks?
The freaking corks! So you ready to see what I thought of American Sniper? Da 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 da! 4 bottles! Okay, so I give American Sniper 4 bottles. That means it's good enough to buy on DVD, it's good enough to watch again. I really enjoyed it. I think pretty much a good overall film, except for the fake baby, the few CGI effects, and the fact that they could have dove deeper into PTSD and some of the effects of it. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my review on American Sniper. I tried to not use my biasedism. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make up your own words.
I'm gonna make up my own word. Well, see you later.
I love that.
Should I do that?
I think you should.